the winter. But soon, however, it is going to be a lot quieter there because the population is going to drop to 2. In February, the community voted to leave the isolated island outport and relocate, and the latest provincial budget includes tens of millions of dollars to help residents move. One couple, however, Georgina and Mike Parsons, have decided they're going to stay put, making do without a ferry to the mainland, or stores, or a power plant. We reached Georgina Parsons on Little Bay Islands, Newfoundland.
Georgina, can you imagine that one day you will say goodbye to your friends and neighbors, and they will leave, and you will stay to live on Little Bay Islands by yourself and with your husband?
I can. I've been a long time thinking about this, so I can think about it. But, it's going to be an emotional day for everybody, myself and those that are leaving.
And how do you picture yourself doing that? Do you actually see yourself there, you and your husband there all alone?
Oh, yes, we do, and it's something we've both dreamed about for a while. But now that, since, as you know, the government gave the announcement earlier this week, it's actually a reality, we got to start putting our plans into motion.
And this comes from the vote that took place in the community in February, the plan to resettle. That's what they could vote on. All these outports are able to do that and decide. And so everybody else decided that they're going to go. Why did you and your husband, Mike, decide you didn't want to leave?
Well, we're a little bit unique. So we were living in Ontario at the time. We were just coming here in the summers. And we knew resettlement was looming. So we kind of made a plan to move back to Newfoundland. We were both going to retire here anyway. When all this was happening, we wanted to come back and be part of the community while it still existed. So we came home, and we've been home now 2 years. So we knew coming down that we would never vote, and we didn't want to because, we didn't live here full time. So just the permanent residents should decide the fate of the community,
The people who have decided to go and did vote for it, why is that? Why they've lived there for generations, some of them. Why would they want to go?
I think the main reason now is most of the population that are here year-round, they're getting older. Some of them have medical issues. So, when you're in your 40s or your 50s and you're living here and, you're dealing with a ferry and the ice coming in, you're not as nervous. But say my father-in-law next door, he's 75 and he's got a few, serious health issues. So he's nervous now. In the winter, the ice might come in. He might need to go to the doctor. So that's a big part of it. And in the past 10 years, I would say, the store closed and the only source of employment, the fish plant, closed. So I think it's just at the time, that this opportunity is available to help them move, and they're thinking, okay, well, I'm getting older, soon going to need to go anyway. Now I can get some financial assistance to do this. There's no more services anymore.
Okay, but when they go, the whole point of why the government's offering this money is that it's cheaper for them to give that than to run services to outports like yours. And so
that's right.
You're going to lose what? The ferry, no ferry to the mainland, no power plant, no services, right?
That's right, yeah.
How are you going to do that?
We've been thinking about this for a long time. We plan to live off the grid, so when we think about how we're going to, our house, say, we don't want to power a full house. So we're looking at solar. We'll have some generators, but we're going to try to not have any like freezer or fridge goods. We just want to minimalize. So what do we need versus what do we want? And we're excited about this adventure, okay? So right now, I pretty much every day I have a salad with my lunch, fresh vegetables. I have fruit in the morning. Well, I'm not going to be able to get that now.
But how will you get off the island when you do want to go? What's going to be available to you?
We have our own 42-foot longliner, and a longliner, for those who don't know, is traditionally a fishing boat. Now, even from May to October now when we're here, we prefer to go in our own speedboat to get groceries and gas and supplies as opposed to take the ferry. So we'll jump in our speedboat, take about a half-hour ride on the ocean. We'll pull up to a wharf and tie up. We'll get our gas and groceries and supplies. Come right on back home.
There is the isolation, though, isn't there, Georgina? You are going to be alone. I'm sure you love Mike, but it's going to be just the two of you.
It takes a certain type of individual to even attempt this, and it's been a dream of my husband's a long, long time, just to live somewhere remote in isolation. And he always thought he would do it alone. And then he met me, of course, and started talking about, telling me his dream about this. And I'm like, I could do that.
At the same time, I mean, I know it's some years away for both of you, but you see all the older people who are leaving Little Bay Islands because it's too hard, and so there may come a time when it's too hard for you too, I guess. Eh?
Exactly. And I mean, we might try this for a year and say, okay, this isn't for us, or this is for us. We might love it, and we know that we're going into this just excited and trying it out and see what happens.
Again, there is that moment when all the others are going to be saying goodbye. Not just that you're going to see them go, but they're going to say goodbye to their homes. It's going to be a very painful time, isn't it?
It is. Actually, one of my best friends here has only lived in this community her entire life. So can you imagine how she's going to feel leaving here?
No, I can't imagine. I think.
And my father-in-law, he grew up on a neighboring island, the one we share the ferry with, Long Island. Moved here when he got married, same thing, and raised his children here, and has never lived anywhere else.
All the stories of the people who have left the outports it's always sad, but
it is very, very sad, and I really do think it's just a sign of the times, and again, our aging community, and they have no services, and they're worried. I totally, and my husband as well, we came home, we remained neutral. We never, if somebody wanted to go, we supported them. If somebody wanted to stay, we supported them. And we can see both sides.
Now, what if people listening to this get inspired and say, I'm going to go and join Georgina Parsons on that island? Are they welcome?
I'd say go try another island. That would defeat the purpose of trying to live in isolation.
Oh, gosh.
With that joke all said, now, I do expect a lot of our friends are going to come back in the summer still. So other people love it just as much as us, and they plan to come here for a couple of weeks or a few months in the summertime. So I would imagine in the first couple of years you'll see some activity. So we'll be here waiting and excited to see those people when they do return.
And then be happy to see them go at the end?
Probably.
Oh, Georgina. Well, and the best of luck to you out there, and we will leave you in peace. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Bye now.
We reached